Alright, guys. Hello. Back again. Doing business as Forrest Walker. As I do, um, this is a piece that I wrote. It is called Memoirs of a Pleiadian. I remember that moment, standing there, looking at Earth. I was on one of our motherships. My body servant nestled into my side, clutching my robes. I was exhausted, just returning from a full Earth rotation. Birth and death, sabotaging the slave grid from the inside. But it had been brutal, and now, coming back a hero, I find my beautiful other, my counterpartner in the cosmic dance, has gone back without me. Our Pleiadian interdimensional light craft was hovering into the fifth dimension. The pilots would not risk getting closer. I could see her energy form, but the cesspool of swirling emotions, addictions, and brutal vices blurred her. She was down there as a child. What was she doing? Why had she gone? I felt fury and defeat inside me. I felt resolve, too. I knew I was going back. We couldn't risk getting the mothership any closer, which meant I was going in the blind. The Alian Slav Alliance had Earth under a tight embargo. Over the last several thousand years, they had kept their discovery a secret from the Galactic Order of Divinity. Pleiadian recon explorers stumbled on the situation and had been running counter operations. But the full weight of the Pleiadian armada had only been on the scene since circa 1960 Earth time. My contingent had been on the scene nearly from the beginning. We were bringing a flotilla of cedar trees to fertile planets, and our dowsers led us right to Earth. That is when we found the Alien Slave Alliance creating their super slave warriors out of what was left of the native Earthlings. It seemed they hoped to raise an army to strike at the Galactic Order of Divinity. Standing and watching the energy swirling over the planet, seeing the effect on the weather patterns, I had never seen the Earth so destabilized. Even in the formative years of chaos, there had been an obvious underlying order. But now, from the fifth dimension, the view left a lot to the imagination. It didn't look good, nor did the projections. I was one of the best, and all I could see was storms. Human society was headed toward a crash. Deep down, though, I had already made the choice. It had been one of gravity. It was already pulling at me. Soon it would be too late to change my mind. I would be fitted for a re-entry vessel. There would be little cover. Their defenses were keyed for defending this planet, and our number of successful entries were getting lower, and that was with months of preparations. I was playing the fool card and praying for favor, hoping the goddess would write a new chapter with my choice to go back and lend what aid I could to my warrior twin soul, defenders of the Azure Empress from the days of old. Kaylani was beside me. Her head was on my shoulder, her hand resting on my chest. She was being subtle about it, but she was following my thoughts, and I felt the first whiffs of grief. My third partner, the only one I got to help choose. Her duty was to keep me in tip-top condition. She was my body servant and my lover. She was my personal healer, and she was my secret bodyguard as the channels of duty rested. Resting on me, as if to hold me there safe, on our Pleiadian energy vessel orbiting this blue goddess planet, I embraced the dream of peace, and for a moment, I just pretended this was my reality. It was too late, though. She had begun counseling against my decision, non-verbally, of course. There were no guarantees, no promises against losing one's way. It was a really foolish time to go back. Down there, the delusions were swaying grotesque, as the people were losing all connection to the mother. Getting trapped in the illusion was too real of a threat. I didn't want more samsara. It's always a gamble. It's always a risk. My chief had rent the veil. Light was there, stronger than ever. Darkness, too, black as the void. And on the ground, the battle between the two was as real as an illusion could be. There certainly wasn't much cover for a Pleiadian prince of the guard, like a beacon light for darkness to hate upon, rip at, tear down. I had been there before, several times, and things had only heated up. I didn't want to go back. But my twin flame was down there. Why did she make that choice? I had advised against it. I was an excellent strategist, and nothing about her plan looked good. The very things I had predicted were now taking shape. Her beautiful Pleiadian soul was being ravaged. A princess of the Pleiadians, at the whims of darkness. Her royal, energetic escort of angels being obliterated in systematic fashion. Looking at all the angles, I saw one possible way to get down there, one way to intersect. Not even a gambler's chance, but a lover will go where no gambler ever dared. And I am a lover. I am her lover. Love. The greatest story ever being told. The universe always rewards love. In this moment, it is so clear. Yet I know firsthand the amnesia of the earthborn. Clarity is short currency on earth. The gallery door opens. It's him, my chief. It's time. I can feel the gravity. I am resolved. Out of the earth, she calls me. From her soul to mine. They both do. One says, please don't go. And the other says, dare not come. Looking in his eyes, I ignore both my lovers. I cannot stay up here, removed from the flesh and blood struggle. My twin flame is down there. This is who I am. This is what I do. My chief motions, and a vessel materializes. It is like nothing I have ever seen. It is crafted so ingeniously, and the armaments are a myriad of organic angles. I feel the gravity thicken around me. I taste the whiff of fear, once so alien to us Pleiadians. I am resolved, though. This is the time. This is the age of legends. This is what princehood means. This is what it is. It's time. God.